I'm Jennifer from the Washoe County Library System, and this is On the Shelf. Why is fiction full of so many troubled law enforcement officers and detectives? Perhaps because psychological wounds balance out extraordinary wit and skill, making those characters more human and relatable. Whatever the reason, the dysfunctional detective trope has birthed many fascinating characters throughout the long history of crime fiction. Here are a few of my favorites that may be new to you. Jackson Brody is a former police officer and soldier turned private detective who deals mainly in infidelity and lost cats. His own troubled childhood guides his moral compass, making him unable to ignore the lost and downtrodden characters drawn into his orbit. Gruff on the outside but deeply empathetic on the inside, Jackson Brody is wonderfully complex and likable. Brody is introduced first in Kate Atkinson's novel Case Histories and appears in 5 additional novels, with the most recent, Death at the Sign of the Rook, published in 2024. Haunted by his family's criminal legacy and struggling with addiction, Sheriff Clayton Burroughs acknowledges understatedly, the world is a broken place sometimes. Author Brian Panowich introduces Sheriff Burroughs in his novel Bull Mountain and continues his story in Like Lions. Brutal, gritty, and evocative, these Southern noir titles set in rural Georgia explore the tensions created when loyalty and principles clash. In Claire DeWitt and the City of the Dead by Sarah Gran, we meet the world's greatest PI, or at least that's what she calls herself. Despite the fact that she is damaged, drug-fueled, and utterly screwed up, Claire's bizarre Zen approach to crime solving is unexpectedly successful. However, the solving of the mystery is not the most interesting part of this novel. The main character is. Luckily, her story continues in 2 additional titles because you cannot help but be intrigued by this completely original detective. For more great reading suggestions, check out the What to Read tab in our library catalog. Happy reading!